Call of Duty has changed more in the last decade than almost any other gaming franchise. We've seen new movement systems, bigger maps, different gameplay styles, and countless new weapons added to the series. But somehow, one game from over a decade ago, it is still talked about as being the best game the franchise has ever made. Black Ops 2. So what made this game so special? Was it the weapons, the maps, the gameplay, or was it just nostalgia? Well, I can confidently say after coming back to Black Ops 2 in 2026, I wanted to take a little bit of a deeper look into why this game is still considered by many to be one of the greatest Call of Duty games ever made. For me, Black Ops 2 was always the golden child. It was one of those games I played for years after it wasn't the main title anymore. When Advanced Warfare came out and Ghost came out, I still was playing Black Ops 2. And as I've played the newer Call of Duty games, there's something about getting back on BO2 and playing with these ports and everything about them in terms of the connection, the settings, and so many other things. And picking up, classic guns like the Ballista, the DSR, the Scorpion, the AN-94, and playing matches and dealing with the matchmaking and the annoying things that the game has to offer and all the things like that. I can confidently say that it was a combination of a lot of things that made this game ultimately great. So first off, the biggest reason Black Ops 2 is remembered so well is what most people play, the multiplayer. The maps were so well designed around creating action, and almost every map, while they do stick to their 3-lane style, they promoted different types of engagements. It was unique. Each map felt like it had like grit to it. It felt like it had its own like character to the map. It wasn't just like some, copy and paste, blah blah blah. The map doesn't really matter type thing like it is in the recent Call of Duties. Just to mention a couple of the greatest maps. I mean, everybody already knows them, but I mean, Raid, Standoff, Hijacked. I know Takeoff is technically like a remake of Black Ops 1, but that proves the point even more. And Nuketown and other maps like that. There were so many good maps. Even the bad maps on this game were still better than the new maps. Like, what's a map? A map that most people didn't like. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but I actually liked Drone. I thought Drone was a great map. I thought it had a lot of uniqueness to it, and I think there was a lot of great moments from that map that were shown on YouTube. I remember a lot of videos of Vanoss on Search and Destroy with his friends playing Drone, and those were some great moments. So the second thing is weapons. So another huge part of Black Ops 2 is the weapon balance. It's the weapons, how they feel, the meta around everything, how good is everything. You had assault rifles like the AN-94, M8A1. MSMC is a classic gun. PDW is one of my personal favorites. And then you get into the snipers. I mean, this game didn't single-handedly curate a sniping and trick-shotting community, but this was the peak of it. The Ballista and DSR was some of the two most memorable sniper rifles in Call of Duty history. The Ballista was smooth and quick. It rewarded aggressive players. The DSR was a little bit slower after they patched it, but it was strong hitting. It was unique. The sound was it's that sound that you can hear across, space and time and know what sound it is. It's like the intervention too. Third, the way the gameplay systems were operating was just so much better. I mean, one of the most underrated parts was the Pick 10 system. I mean, everybody talks about the gunsmith. I can't stand the gunsmith. I mean, I haven't played Call of Duty for more than under 20 hours a year since 2021 or 2022. I haven't played any of the new Call of Duties. I don't like them at all. The Pick 10 system was just such a great design. It limited what you could do, which made each choice matter that much more. Score streaks were another great thing. The score streaks felt like they had character to them. There was the VTOL warship. There was the AGR. There was, I don't know if it's called Hellfire, that little thing that flies to hell, something. That thing has killed me more times in these last couple of days than I've ever been killed by it, that I have any knowledge of remembering. And then, of course, I'll put it in there, is that the zombies. I mean, I'm not a zombies per se fan, but the old school zombies and the storyline and the creativity and the wit to be able to design these things. Like, these maps were so good. Origins, Mob of the Dead. Even Transit and its stupid maps in Green Run. The game mode turned. I didn't play it a ton, but it was still a great ad. And then you talk about the Black Ops and World at War maps. Like, all these things had such great design and character to them. And there's a theme that keeps going across this, and it is character. And I think that's what's missing from modern Call of Duty. These games don't have that feel to them. It just feels like this like modernized who has the best internet, who turns on who the fastest, who has the best setup, who has the best settings, and that's it. There's no, IQ anymore. Not that that's necessarily bad, but it's just not what made Call of Duty great. And it's something that I've talked about to my stream a ton, and especially my friends, is that BO2's simplicity is at the heart of what makes it so great. Simplicity and character are two of the mega titans as to why Black Ops 2 is and probably always will be considered the greatest Call of Duty of all time. At the end of the day, maybe some of Black Ops 2 popularity right now is just from nostalgia. It's from what we grew up on. It is from the ports being released and people playing them again. But I don't want to listen to that. These games are actually good. This game was actually great. I've been playing ports on Prestige 1. I think I'm level like 30. I've played it a ton, and these games are great. Like I said, I haven't touched Call of Duty in 6 years. I've been playing other shooters. It's not like I've gone away from shooters. I've been playing Apex, and I know Rivals is a hero shooter type thing. And Apex is really a hero shooter, but they're different. They're shooters in a way, though. But yeah, I've gone away from all that stuff, and this game has brought me back. Which is why I'm making this video, because I feel so moved. And I've had such an epiphany playing this game. So I felt like I needed to make this video. The foundation of this game was genuinely great. The maps, the weapons, the customization, the DLC packs. Like the DLC packs, the way they came out, I know they came out with the port, you get them all for free, but they all had a meaning behind them. They were just good. They were good, man. They were good. They weren't too much. They weren't Nicki Minaj running around. And that's why that Black Ops 2 is still so loved and adored by the community. I'm curious what you think. I've had many conversations with friends about this topic. People that I play with, people that don't even play COD. I've talked about this with, because it is such an interesting, developing discussion that is amazing to hear. I've watched countless videos on it, and I'd love to hear what you think. So please let me know down in the comments as to why Black Ops 2 is or isn't the greatest game of all time. And what do you think about this? Is modern COD ever going to return to its former glory? Or are we just, gaming's changed and we'll never go back to that state? I wanted to just hop in here and say that I'm very fortunate and very blessed to have decided to try to restart my content creation career. And this is the first of that path that I'm beginning to go on. And I appreciate any of the support that you guys have given or will give to my channel and my other links that I'll have in the description, like my TikTok, Twitter, and my streaming as well. Well, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.